afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth. Helen is flashing you.
That was undressing me.
And Tabitha. We are taking a quick... We're making this fast because we are doing this in between construction going on next door. They are laying down a brick path, so they have had a cement mixer going non-stop.
And I don't even, actually, it's a saw because it's sawing through the bricks. That's why it's so loud.
It doesn't matter. It's just been going. So we're taking an advantage of, I believe they are having their afternoon tea. We're going to quickly film this because otherwise it's just very intrusive.
Yes.
However,
speaking of afternoon tea,
had our morning tea in new mugs.
and I had Tazo Blackberry Elderberry for the first time, which was very good.
Okay, so do you want to read what that says in case somebody didn't see it?
I am the curator of an extensive private textile collection. I'm a fabricaholic.
I have no idea what that
Yeah.
means. You're using foreign words to me. I don't know what that means.
All those words make sense, but together, I don't know what they mean.
I did mine. I love this so much. Okay. So there is Alice falling, and it says, "Would you like an adventure now, or shall we have tea first?" And of course, inside it says, "Drink me." This is just amazing.
Yeah.
So
They're both Lenny Mud.
I had mine. I had Wild Mountain Orange, I think it is, or something like that, or
It's wild orange. Tazo.
it's Wild Orange. I love it. I absolutely love it. So morning
Mud.
tea. Cheers.
However, cheers in a long time.
I know. Well, I haven't done tea in a long time. Since it is now 1:30 in the afternoon, or almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm done my tea, and I have moved on to ice cold water, because guess what? Humidity's back. Can you tell? Look at my hair.
Yeah, my hair's good. My hair's good. Which is good because my hair, I wash so much dust out of my hair.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Anyway, we will talk about that in just a moment. So we should probably say we are the creative hands, minds, tails for Behind Toad Hollow. Welcome to the Hollow.
Helen?
Mary Beth. Fabric. Tabitha has left the building. She's bored with us now.
Yarn is all downstairs in the front hallway in blue bags.
Yes.
It is out of the trailer.
However,
we have now decided to keep, and we're not bringing back. So Mary was like, "Did I just unload that trailer for no reason?" I'm like, "No, it was like going to the gym. That was your exercise for the day.
exercise for the day.
You may now feel very virtuous because you have exercised."
I get to have ice cream tonight because I exercised. We have made it back from New Jersey Sheep and Wool this weekend. We had so much fun.
It was a whirlwind. We were driving back, and at one point, I'm just like, "It's done."
I know. I can't believe it's over.
New Jersey Sheep and Wool is done. It's over.
It's over. We drove out. We rented a house in Princeton, and
we were supposed to leave here
at
10 because we could start setting up at noon. We had loaded the trailer Thursday afternoon, so we could leave early. Actually, have some leisurely time to set up, not be so stressed. Guess what time we left?
10 minutes to 2. Pretty much the same time it is right now.
Oh, that's right.
It's 1:50.
And we were about 10 minutes out when our next door neighbor at the wool show sent us a text message to see if we were dead.
Right.
Because we had assured her we would be there before her.
Right. She knows us.
I was gonna say,
I'm pretty sure
should
she
have
wasn't
known
surprised.
better. And this is Paige. So we got there at about 4 o'clock. Paige and Paul Miller were just about done setting up her booth.
Well, you know what? If you want to know this is the definition of really good friends.
Right.
This is really good friends.
Absolutely, because they were done. They had been there since I think about 10 o'clock in the morning. Not only did Paul Miller, very expertly I might add, back our trailer up so that we could just unload the thing. Then he unloaded most of it. He and Paige helped us put our booth together because we would have been there till midnight otherwise.
Right.
So
it was so kind of them.
Right.
And they had to drive back to the East Coast because they weren't staying in the area.
Right.
They had to drive back home.
So they still had an hour ride home.
And then they brought us bagels on Saturday morning. and shenanigans happened. I'm just going to say that. There were shenanigans.
You guys have to go watch Paige's vlogs. I don't think the one is up from the weekend, but she's Paige the Framer on YouTube, so go watch her. There was a lot of stalking happening.
And there may have been puffed rice flying over the the divider. We had so much fun.
We did. Saturday was so busy. I went over to see them at about 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. I'm like, boy, aren't you glad we got booths right next to each other so we could talk and have fun. I did not say 2 words to them all day. That's how busy we were on Saturday.
It was crazy.
Lovely.
It was, but we talked to so many of you who came.
Yes.
Oh my God, it was so nice to see you.
And so many of you came up and introduced yourselves, and it was
fighting
great.
social anxiety,
Right.
and we appreciated
Yes.
so much, so very much. And Anne Marie, you and your husband, honestly, tell your husband, absolute
Made my
stitches made our day. So that was so nice to talk to people. We met so many wonderful people in person that we haven't met. We've talked online or we've seen your comments, but we haven't actually met face to face.
Right.
We saw people that we do see. Amy Morris, thank you for my Coke and M&Ms. But we do see in person.
We were brought sustenance by people.
Yes.
It was
and
lovely.
Marianne and Bob, who always bring us Diet Coke. We love you guys. They bring it up from Maryland for us because, you know, the Diet Coke is better down
is better.
It doesn't matter. They come up and see
I'll
us
have
from
to
Maryland.
tell you, when I put that Diet Coke in my cup, it tasted like liquid gold.
I know. It was so good. So we got to talk to Marianne, and we talked to a whole bunch of people. Susan, it was so wonderful to see you. You are looking so good. So it was great to see you.
Right.
And just meet people that we have talked to either online or done a Zoom call with. And oh my gosh, it was just
And just
the
see
best
names,
day.
because we see comments on Instagram and YouTube, and we're putting like physical faces to names, and it was lovely. And you all spent money too, which is
Right.
also lovely.
Also, it was so nice we met a whole bunch of new people. There were quite a few people who came through and they're like, oh wait, there's fabric here.
Oh, I had the longest conversation with someone who made the most gorgeous line work quilt from Tula Pink's line work that I have now found the pattern so that I can do one.
Okay. Do you want to give the name of the pattern?
It's called the interweave pattern, but she kind of adjusted it. She told me all the things that she did to it.
But if you want to see the overall look
yeah.
of it, it's called an interweave pattern.
Quilt pattern, yeah. So yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah. And since you've already made one in something in line work, you can do it in one of our other fabrics.
No, I think it has to be line work because it's the stunning black and white.
Oh, okay.
With the different colored.
Well, maybe we'll make
weaves.
it for me.
Maybe.
Since you already have the line work.
Maybe I'll decide which one I like best.
Such a pig. She's going to keep all the line work for herself. Because I have no access to it at all. It's
And let's
locked
see how long
away.
it takes her. Because remember the quilt top we were so excited about? It's still exactly where it was when we took the picture.
I know. There's just been no time.
It's festival season.
I know.
So,
Everything is geared towards yarn and festivals. That's it.
and we had dinner with friends on Saturday night after, which was perfect. We didn't go out to dinner.
No, we met them at the hotel.
They had their hotel had tables outside.
Motel. It was a motel.
It was a motel. It was a scary motel. It was not scary at all. I saw several other ones that I wanted to take pictures and send them.
Really kind of scary.
There was, and I know you're both watching. There was one called the Sleepy Hollow Motel.
I'm pretty sure you don't wake up from that one.
Because I think it got flooded with Ida, the storm, because all the doors are open. It's dingy, and all I could think of was you two pulling up to that place.
And pulling right back out.
Actually, I see the nose hitting the driveway and nope.
Nope. We will go find someplace else. Anyway, we just went and sat out by the pool and had dinner, and it was wonderful. We got to chat because we never get to talk to people for that length of time.
And it was just we weren't in a noisy restaurant or anything like that where we had to fight the
perfect.
noise. It was just perfect. And then
we watched the moon come up.
We stopped for ice cream.
We
at
had to
their
go
suggestion.
to Moo Hope ice cream because it was in New Hope, but it was called Moo Hope ice
Right.
cream, and the chocolate ice cream was divine.
It was really good.
It was
really
really
good to eat on the way home.
So yes, it was such a nice weekend.
It was a great weekend.
Really, really nice. We packed up the booth again with Paige and Paul's help. Got everything packed up. We got their cars packed up and ready to go, and then we
Went back to the Airbnb.
picked up the dog, and then we left and we drove home. So we got home at about 8:45 last night, which is really not.
It's not bad. I mean, it's a 2-hour drive.
I love doing New Jersey.
Yeah.
Honestly,
like-
love doing New Jersey. So yeah, that was really good. That was very good. And then we unloaded the trailer this morning because we have orders to send out from it. But yeah, good weekend. Very good weekend. So we had quite a few people come up and talk to us about us blogging, or not blogging, us doing the podcast every day last year. And we just want to say thank you guys so very much.
Right.
I know that a couple of people have said something to us over the past year. Actually, quite a few people. But it's kind of hitting home, you know.
We heard it over and over again yesterday,
Yeah.
and this is going to sound extremely self-serving, and this is not the way we mean it
Right.
at all. It's just that we knew when we were doing it that it was a nice thing to do, that people were appreciating it when we did it. We just didn't realize how much
Of a difference
it
it was
meant
making.
to some people, and it was
Kind of eye-opening to...
we're not saying, oh, you love us or anything like
Right,
that.
and
it was just,
please, everybody, leave us comments.
Right,
telling-
and
no,
nothing
don't
like
do
that.
that. That's not
it
what
was
we mean at all.
just, to those of you who said something, I wanted you to reciprocate and say how much it meant to us to hear
Right.
that it made such a difference to you doing it.
Because that was not... We never went in with the intent that it was going to be, oh, we're going to make a difference in people's lives. It was more, hey, there are people out there that are stuck at home and they might like to have somebody check in and just say, hey, how are you doing today? What are you making? This is what I'm making. And have it be like a friend just calling on the phone and
to
saying...
be perfectly honest, we thought we were locked away for 2 weeks and we
Right.
would all just be crafting. You know, we have nothing else to do. Let's craft together for 2 weeks.
Right.
And we'll check in every day to see what we did that day.
And then it was, okay, now we're crafting for 3 months.
and
then, oh, look, it's a year and a half.
right. So, yeah, it turned into something, and again, not looking for comments back or anything like that. We just wanted, again, to reciprocate, to say how much it meant to us for you guys to tell us how much it meant to you.
You know what we're trying to say. Thank you, everybody. Just thank
It's
you
not
very
something
much.
comfortable we're talking about.
Right.
It's not something.
We're
See the
comfortable
words
with.
all mean something, but not together.
This is not something we're comfortable talking about. However, we do want to say thank you very much. We're glad that we could do something to help. You know,
Right.
it was a lousy time, and if
That
seeing
little
the
5
toads
minutes
every
yeah.
day, you know, thank you very much. So, okay.
All right. So
That-
we have footage after this of us driving out, because it's a beautiful drive to New Jersey Sheep and Wool.
Somebody told us that the tourism board should be paying us because we show the good parts of New Jersey. So we're going to show you some beautiful parts of New Jersey.
Having been born and raised in New Jersey and traveled and heard what people think about us, and knowing that I know the Newark Airport area and what the impression that might give one is not the best. Also, some of our ambassadors are not from New Jersey and give us a bad name. So we like to...
If it has Jersey Shore.
Or housewife.
Real Housewives.
So we like to point out the better parts of the state.
Right. Besides, we love New Jersey.
It's a beautiful state.
It's a gorgeous place.
So
There's a
you-
reason we're called the Garden State.
And you will see it. So we have our trip out. We have a quick video of the booth yesterday, because that was the first time we had a chance to walk around and take the booth. And yeah, last night the trip home was in the dark, so nothing
Right.
on the trip home.
But it was a great weekend.
Yes.
And
We didn't even get that many pictures with people because it was so busy. You would be talking to one person, I'd be talking to another, and it was
Right.
rare that we got everybody together. So.
And then we switched off.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you talk to this person, I'll talk to that person. But again, and we met a whole bunch of new people, so it was just really, really good.
Yeah.
And then we are home, and next weekend we're in Williamsburg, Virginia.
We will be at the Flying Needles yarn shop Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the James City
River
Crawl.
James River Crawl, I think it is.
So I think it's James City River Crawl.
Okay. James and River Crawl are all three in the title. I'm just
Right.
not sure which one's in which order. It's been a long weekend, and
It's a yarn crawl.
Yeah,
in
our
Williamsburg.
brains are kind of tired.
Yes.
But we will be putting up a podcast on Friday.
Yeah, probably our trip down.
Yeah.
So, and then next weekend, we will see all of you in upstate New York at the Adirondacks Fiber Festival.
That is at the Washington County Fairgrounds. I know
Right.
this. So we will be there Saturday and Sunday
Right.
of the following weekend. So, yeah. And then we get a break, and then we go to Rhinebeck.
And
No
then we
biggie.
get no break and we go to SAF.
Right.
So
Fun times.
it is.
Fun
And then
times.
we're on to New England.
Right. It's just,
By the way, the Toads are probably closed in the month of December due to extreme exhaustion.
they fell asleep. It's like 3 days
They may
after
wake up for
Thanksgiving.
Christmas.
They may wake up for Christmas. But anyway, yes. No, so that's what we have planned for right now. We hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week.
Go forth and create.
And we will see you on Friday.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, today is Get Ready for New Jersey Sheep and Wool Day. So, got the trailer. We're going to throw Mary Beth in the trailer and make sure we don't forget her. So, trailer. Our plan today was to be at the fairgrounds and setting up by 2 o'clock this afternoon. You will notice the time. And this is where we are.
Just leaving Beach Haven.
Still in Beach. So we are in the car, still on the island. However, we were just discussing, we remember the toolkit to put everything together, and we were having a little chuckle about how if we don't have it, we're just gonna have a tarp with yarn in the middle of it.
You guys don't mind, do you?
Yeah, you guys don't mind sifting through a pile of yarn, right? We'll put it in little piles.
6 billion colors.
Right? No big deal.
No biggie.
We are driving through the Pine Barrens. It's really quite beautiful.
It's a gorgeous day for a drive. Especially since we're inside the car and nature is on the outside.
Yes, because one of the things the Pine Barrens are known for are flies, mutant. Maybe I like to call them mutants. It's a farm that comes to our farmer's market. Probably take that part out. Finish that part of this. Like, what am I trying to say?
Just start at the mutant flies and take the rest of it out.
With the mutant flies, we drove through the Pine Barrens one time. We were doing one of the scenic drives through the Pine Barrens, and we took we were being adventurous, and we took a little dirt road because we thought, oh, let's go see where that leads. We'll get into the stupidity later. That led to some ditches, some fairly large puddles that we had to get through. But at one point we stopped, and we had the windows open in the car, and these huge black flies were just swarming in the car as soon as we stopped. So I drive through the Pine Barrens with the windows closed, and I do not get out of my car. be arrested for this video, but we are now driving through McGuire Air Force Base. Is it McGuire or Fort Dix? McGuire Fort Dix? I think
It's
it's
both of them.
Yeah, so it's McGuire Fort Dix Air Force Base.
Since we turned like onto this road, and before that,
Was it up?
no, it was way back there. But it's 50, so I'm okay.
Was there something about school?
No, I don't think so. I saw
Oh, okay.
school crossing, but it just occurred to me, I'm like, oh, I should pay attention to this shit.
You would think Rodney would be like danger, school zone.
But he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He does not give me that kind of information at all.
Now we're in horse country. No horses to be seen, but right there. Oh, horses! Did you get them?
Look over here.
Oh, horses!
More over here.
More horses. Let's see if I can make it really, really sick.
Continue onto Sharon Station Road.
I think this is where we did the winery, the thing at the winery.
Oh, Cream Ridge, that makes sense.
Pretty sure it's down there.
Because it was Cream Ridge, yeah.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Old York Road. Save 2 minutes via J31.
Did you save 2 minutes?
No,
Or
that's
just
all right.
The last time we did that, he took us like
Half
an
a
hour and a
mile,
half.
keep right to merge onto I-195 west towards New Jersey Turnpike. Use the right lane to keep right to merge onto I-195 west towards New Jersey Turnpike.
Always we have to go through tunnels. Look over there.
There's some really nice parts.
This is our illustrious state capital. At least the road that goes around it.
Look.
And the river. Who knew we had a state planetarium?
I did.
Did you?
Yes.
Have you been?
2.1 miles. Keep right onto River Road.
I am on the right side. That's for some.
So this little intersection here that we're coming up on is Washington Crossing. This is where George Washington crossed the Delaware. Driving into Lambertville, which is a really wonderful town. We're not going to drive through the heart of it, but
One of our favorite places.
yeah. So you can see a little bit of what it's like.
miles left.
Continue on to NJ 165 north. Continue on to NJ 179.
All that garbage means that was.
We're an engineering company for the government. You guys need one. Everything you want. So I just